All right, so we got a lot of functionality in this page here in the categories.php. We can bring in some data, we can add some data, and we can even, well, see some of the data here, but we need to do a little more than seeing. We can update some of this data here if we make the code for it. So we're going to be doing that now. Let's make the code so that way when we click here, we can come here and update the field. Right now it's not going to be doing anything. Well, it's going to be adding because it's going to be doing the same thing this is doing. Remember that we copy and pasted from here to here, so we got the same functionality right here. So let's go ahead and change that and make it update instead of adding stuff. All right, so what we want to do is right here below, let's write another PHP tag, and we are going to be, actually we can copy some of this stuff from here, right? It's gonna be very similar, even though we're gonna have to modify some things. And when you are modifying, sometimes you might miss one or two things. All right, just keep that in mind. Let's close this so we don't forget. This is not going to be a get. This is going to be a post, since when we submit the form, we want to get a value from this in text right here. So the cat title, right? Make sure that you change this input right here also. That way it's different. Update, let's just call it update category, and let's just copy it because we're gonna be detecting this right here. Perfect. Let's just make a little comment here, say update query. All right, put it right there. You can put as many as you like there, that's fine. So we're gonna update the category. We're gonna update this get request to post, and we're gonna take this out here and make sure that we are doing the title. Take this delete out of there, and let's also make sure it's the cat title that we are getting from that field on top. And we're gonna change this from delete to update categories, and then set, all right, so make sure there's one space there, set cat title, which is in the database, that's the column there in the table, to equal to this cat title right here. That's what we're getting from the form, remember that. We're gonna do some quotes. Actually, let's put this there, and where cat ID equals what? Well, we don't have this, we're not catching anything yet, but we should be catching something right now because we should be doing, but I'll get to that later. Right now, let's just change a couple things and I'll get to this cat ID later. Let's just say this update query. All right. So what I really want to do with this form is I want to make it so it comes from another page. That way we don't see anything that's here. We don't see anything here. When we click on this, we include it from another uh, place in our CMS, and then we can do some updating there. That's the goal that I want to uh, accomplish here. So let's just make sure that our code is good here. Cat title equals to this, where cat ID equals to the what? Cat ID. Let's just make sure that this is just name it cat ID. All right. So how do we get all this formatted here? As a matter of fact, let's just check. Let's do a quick checking for this update query to see if it's good. That way, if we make a mistake, we know where it is coming from on the query. It's always good to do that. We're gonna echo. We're just gonna die everything, and query failed. I think I already have that somewhere. Let's see. I should be having that all over the place, but we're just gonna have to make a function there. Query failed later on. All right, function later on. My SQL error, and then let's pass in the connection. Perfect. All right, I think we're good here. So let's go ahead and you know what? Let's get all this form out of here. I want to get all this form out of here. Let's just command exit or control exit, whatever you want to call it. And let's create a edit. I already have an edit here, but I'm going to delete it so just to show you. But right click, you don't have to delete anything. I just had that from something that I was doing before. Just right click on the includes in the admin and create new file. Let's call this the update categories .php. All right, and here we're gonna paste that form that we just took from there. We got a lot of stuff here that is going to be included from the categories here. And to include it, we need to actually write some code about that. So how do we include this form? Well, we need to write a little condition here to include it. So we're going to say, first we need to write the PHP tags here. All right. All right, so we're going to say if set, this function is so useful, right? Get, we're going to check for that link right here. So if that's set, which is the edit key in the array, the key in the edit right here in the, see that? That's going to be that key right there. And make sure that your super global is actually written well. All right, if it's set, we're going to make sure that we have a kata ID because we are getting that in the other side. Show you right now. Actually, we haven't right here. We're not right here. Cat ID. All right. All right. So let's turn that into the ID right there. Right. So that's good. That's good. So I think we're good here. Now, the next thing is to include the file that we got and make sure that we have our path correctly. So includes / what is the name update of this file right here, update categories. Let's just see right here, .php. Good. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, let's check it to see if we have any errors. Let's make sure. All right, we click it. Perfect. We have it working now. All right, click it and let's update it. Let's see if it happens. There we go. It's updating. So of course we want the right name on it. Let's add another one. Let's just add, actually let's edit this because we already have something there of Bootstrap. Let's call it Java. Let's add another one called OOP. And let's add another one called procedural. And this is what we are doing, by the way, procedural PHP. Perfect. All right, we click on it, we can edit it. So we are done with this, as a matter of fact, and let's continue with our course, with our CMS system. All right. So anyways, I'll see you in the next lecture. If you were able to do this successfully with me, great, congratulations. If not, just rewind the video and watch it again and get it done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.